Dr. Lou Sella here, and this is a topic I've had two clients ask me about this, so we're going to answer this right now. The receiver split on zone option. Now, the receivers will come in and they'll line 3.5 feet away from the tackles. That's where they start. And they do this because their job on zone option is to build a wall in the C gap. They're going to build that wall in the C gap. So there's two possible variables to that. Okay, so you're running zone option to the right. Number one aligns head up on the receiver. Well, first of all, you don't want that. So what happens is, if number one aligns head up on the receiver is going to expand his split. He's going to get wider to force number one to have to jump in the C gap. So if number one keeps going with the receiver, he keeps widening until number one jumps in the gap. And as soon as he does that, he crushes number one, and then the play is run from there. Now, if he keeps going and one keeps going, after he gets to maybe several feet away, well, then number one takes himself out of the play because all the quarterback's going to do is take the snap, run tight off the tackle's block, turn up, and score. Because number one can't get there to tackle him anyway. So that's why you would do that. So if number one aligns head up on the receiver on zone option, the receiver expands his split until number one jumps in the gap. Now, here's a situation where number two jumps in the C gap. Now, you don't want that either on zone option. If number two jumps in the C gap, what you want to do then is the receiver wants to go foot to foot with the tackle. He wants to get his inside foot on the tackle's outside foot to cancel the C gap because he forces number two to have to go and become the D gap player, or else they're going to have literally two people on top of each other with number one and number two. So what ends up happening is if you go foot to foot, he's able to crush number one, and you go from there. And this is a situation where it's a rule of four, so it's zone kick. B-back kicks number two, and he ends up on the strong safety, and the pitch occupies the corner, but there is no pitch because the quarterback just keeps it and goes. And he goes between these two blocks. So that's what you do on zone option. So if number one aligns head up on the receiver expands his splits until he jumps in the C gap. If number two aligns in the C gap, the receiver goes foot to foot to force number two to become the D gap player. So that's how you get it done. Coaches, if you're looking to run the zone option the Army-Navy way, the right way the first time, call me. 570-332-0265, 570-332-0265, and go to tripleoptionfootball.com/testimonials. You'll see all the success stories that have come out of the camps and the academies. I actually still have 2 more camps to go. Never did I think I'd see the day where I'd be doing camps in September, but here we are. I'll see you in the next video. We'll talk then.